Welcome everyone. This is Venom, and this is our second installment on. Well, we'll figure out the name. This is Lanie here with us.
Thank you for having me. Hey y'all.
So, today we're going to talk about our experiences dealing with poly relationships, in particular other poly relationships. So so what's your take on it? Especially being like the potential third in the already coalition of presumed love.
So with poly relationships, most people in the relationships, I feel like they think that a lot of monogamous people have a problem with what they are doing, but it's not even about that. It's just in my experience where, okay, I'm a monogamous person. So if we spoke about just you and I, like, I don't think it's cool how you're monogamous one day and then all of a sudden I look up you're polygamous when it's convenient for you. That's the only problem I have with that. But if you're just out in the open and you're free and you're letting people know, you're transparent with your, polygamy.
You just walk up one day like, hey, here's my girlfriend. And
right, and you looking like, what the hell? Like, we didn't discuss this. Like, I had no inclination that you were into polygamy. So, I feel like if everybody communicates that and they're on board with that, then that's fine. But I just hate the conveniently polygamous people. Like, stop.
Man, let me tell you how crazy it was though. Like, I had a situation where they was upfront with it, but it was just the worst kind of way of doing it. The guy came to me.
The guy came to you. Oh wow.
That's crazy. Like you, I hope he's not still following me on Facebook or YouTube. Cause like we was just like, man, I was friends with his brother and got friends with him. I was in like the age gap where I was between him and his older brother. This man, I don't know what made him think I ain't never seen old girl.
Never.
She ain't never seen me. She was
really?
Like, yeah, she's just like, man, I want you to see my girl.
He was supposed to have that this is her picture.
Yeah.
He was supposed to have that default picture.
You know what he was? He was more of a cuckold than anything. You know what that is?
I've heard that term before, but could you like describe?
This is when somebody, typically the guy, wants to see his girl like sleep with somebody else. I was basically a man, and then he's black. I'm like, ah.
Okay.
So he's like, I want to see my girl bouncing your dick. I'm like,
Okay, he was one of those.
That's a no for me, fam.
Was it weird for you?
Man, he chased me down for years. I mean, he never caught me,
but he chased you down. So he really wanted that to happen.
Well, he tried to.
I
I can't go for that.
But you know what? I've actually had like, I guess, okay, a woman, like, she wanted to see me be intimate with her man. So I've had that before.
And that's one of them. That shit's so damn common. You can't even be single no more. You just gotta have like a fake wedding ring or some shit on.
I mean, it's so many different terms out here. Like, what was the other term? Polyamorous or whatever.
Polyamorous, open. It's like, I don't know. I have some friends who are into the life, kind of in a more stable situation. They
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you stable, if y'all communicated that's I have nothing to say about that. Like, hey, y'all happy? Do you?
But they want me to get into it by myself. I guess they thought I was that kind of I guess they thought I was that kind of person to be poly, cause like I like being single, shit. But like being single, I like to have my fun. So it's just like, well, yeah, you should try poly. I'm like, My whole thing was, one person's hard enough.
Yeah, that I always say that, like, relationships are hard enough, but they don't have to be as hard, you know, as people make them. People just everybody's saying they want real, but they're not being real with themselves and others. Like, it's only fair that you just be transparent with a person head first. Like, if you feel like you gonna, you know, run out, or you want to be open, I feel like you should say that. Like, don't try to pretend like it's a billion other people out here. Like, you don't have to do that. That's how I feel.
And that's what got me thinking about, like, you know, people stepping out in relationships. Because I don't know about you, but I feel like there's different reasons why men and women cheat.
Yeah, I agree. It could be so many reasons. The main reason, I definitely feel like it's a selfish act. I definitely feel like it.
But you know what? I feel like when a man cheats, it's like he's I feel like he's trying to, like, you know, he's just trying to be a hunter. He's like, you know, greedy for the most part. Now, when a woman cheats, the shit's over.
Really? So you feel like if a guy cheats, then, you know, it's not, you feel like it's not over?
I feel like if a guy cheats, he's not cheating because he's tired of you. He just cheated. Like a lot of men cheat on opportunity. When women cheat, best believe that dude was in your inbox the whole time. Probably since day one. And he was probably just a friend at first. And he's been asking all the questions about what's going wrong with your life. Eventually you get to the point where, you know, you talk about what's wrong with your relationship. And he's going to start building his case of how he can replace your dude. So by the time you let him in to your body, your temple, that shit's over. Because like he already done replaced, you know, he's already done replaced like everything that you were complaining about the dude. Temporarily, of course. And then like by that time, like you're not, even if you don't know, it's like it's about over. Like he's already then like filled in any gap that he was like, you know, had avoided. And that's what dudes do. So that's why you gotta watch, you know, fellas, you know, watch your friends who are a little too friendly with your girl. They be
slide, for real. I know, men are slide. Women are slide, but men are slide too. You said something about you gotta watch men with females, with other.
Yeah, like you gotta watch your homies, because, you know, motherfuckers will definitely, I'll get some sauce.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, like, man, it's like, okay, like, so what I see is a lot of guys aren't having the sex that they claim to be having. It's a disparity in there.
Very true.
So they get what they can get, and if they can get yours, they're gonna take yours.
Yeah, easily. At first I thought you were saying that a lot of guys were they're not, because you know how some guys brag. At first I thought you were saying that it's not as good as how they brag.
it ain't as good as how they brag either, because they,
yeah,
because they're like, if you don't see him sleeping with him again, it was bad.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely, because I don't know, it's just
y'all get away with cheating almost every time. Y'all be getting away with it.
Who, women?
Yeah, y'all be getting away with it. Anybody?
But see,
I'm coming to you as a man. I gotta tell you, you know, I've been fucking your girl. Like, you know, nigga be your next best friend. The one, why does?
That's so shady though. That's crazy. Like, have you ever been in a situation where you found out your friend was like actually sleeping with? Nah,
they tried to, but can't nobody get what I get. They
didn't succeed.
Hell no. Hell, not what I got. Nah, man. Ain't nobody taking. They tried though. Like,
you said they ain't giving them a time of day.
Man, cause they'll tell me about it. They'll be like, yeah, by the way, so and so has been trying. You know, it's after a few rounds. Oh, okay. All right, let's go to round 3. You know.
Did you confront them like about it? Like that's so. Like
I bullied them.
You would never be my friend no more if you doing all that.
I mean, like.
It's crazy. It's like I understand that men are hunters, but I just feel like it's like people don't really have boundaries no more. Really, like
it's nature though. Like I was watching elephant seals. Mm-hmm. Some dude walked up like, yeah, I'm about to fight you, and I'm about to fuck all the women in your pod. So they go in the water, they start fighting, and all the dudes started hopping up and just started sleeping on the women behind their back. That's how motherfuckers act. Like, I know, like when if I get a girl, watch how if any of your homies, right, they get a girl, watch how so many new friends they get. Motherfuckers all of a sudden want to talk to you. All of a sudden you're so interested to them. They are gathering information, figuring why she with this dude.
I mean, me as a woman, I've noticed that. So I know you're not lying. From a woman's perspective, I've noticed certain dudes come around once they knew that I was in the presence. Like they'll kind of like, and it's like I'm looking at them like I'm here with him. I'm not. No, like that's not going down. Like. Yeah. And it be so obvious.
Motherfuckers be really popular when they get somebody.
Yeah. Especially if they feel like the girl is hot or whatever. Like, they definitely swarming around. Like, I've experienced that, and it's just like you can try it, but nothing's happening. Nothing's happening.
That's why I tell men: do your job when it comes to relationship. Do your job, because the moment you don't do your job, somebody's just, man, it's a tough game out here.
Oh, it's definitely a dog world out here. Definitely.
Is that an innuendo?
Nah. I mean, yeah, it can be, but it's just very competitive. Like, even with family, like it's just it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, I noticed one thing, like, the people who do you the worst is always someone close to you. Family, friends, lovers.
Yeah.
I'm happy, my family has been pretty good to me, though, like, because I'm definitely I am a aloof person. Mm-hmm. But man, like, friends, you know, it's all conditional. You know, everybody wants something in return for what you bring them.
Most definitely,
it sucks, man. It's the game.
It could be with family and friends. Like it's like, what they say, you was not with me shooting in the gym, and you were talking crap. So it's like now you want to be surrounded. Like it's like I don't know. You can't really trust people like that. It's hard to trust them. Like,
yeah, you know what? The way I see it, I trust everybody to do what they do to get what they want for themselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, never lead you wrong.
Mm-hmm. Like I have to learn that to safeguard myself. And I always keep that in the back of my mind. Like, a lot of people are out for themselves, so as long as you keep that in the back of your mind, you'll be good.
Low key, I mean,
you'll be able to survive out here.
So
you just never know a person's motive.
Absolutely. So tell me, what's you been up to business wise? Lanie is a very productive entrepreneur. Should be out here, man, in the good ways.
Yeah, like, so currently I'm taking metalsmithing classes. I still do like the wire wrapping. I paint like wood. I mess with clay here and there, but I've been focused on like advancing my craft. I've always wanted to get into metalsmithing. Like I like everything about it. Like just forging metal together, like the soldering process, like everything that goes behind making jewelry. I just love it. Like, and it's therapeutic for me. So I'm just very excited about like learning different techniques to advance like my career. Like, it's very exciting.
That's what's up. I mean, I be thinking about like working more with my hands. It's just like, I mean, just like a dope imagery when you think about metal working.
Yeah, it's very cool. Like, and it's like anybody could really like go and take that class, like, and they'll have fun. Like, cause I was talking to some people that was in it. They're maybe not as serious. They were like, "Oh, my friend dragged me here," and now she's like, "I didn't think I would like it," but like once you're into like crafting something, like your mind just go like you be like so focused on that piece, like you forget about everything else in the world, like bills, snakes, like you forget about everything and you just in your zone. Like,
let me find out you got a phobia of snakes.
No, I'm not talking about.
Oh, you talking
those
about?
I love snakes. Not all types of snakes, but I do love snakes.
You talking about the snakes that walks on 2 feet?
Yeah, those, those like you just.
That's why I love
you're
snakes
in your
boots.
zone. Like well, that's how I can describe it. That's how I know that I was meant to do that type of stuff, because like even like the people that are more advanced in it, like one guy walked past and was like, "Is this your first class?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Oh, you look very skilled." I'm like, "Oh, thank you." Like, then I can tell him like I'm already kind of dabbling into
right.
Like, so it comes naturally, like it does.
Sure.
So I feel like I should just keep at it, like keep consistent.
Hey, I can't wait till your brick and mortar shop come out. You know.
Yeah, I do want a brick and mortar shop. Like I'll sell incense, candles, everything in it.
Yeah, put them niggas out of business who be on the train. I know that.
Hey, I like them oils. The
You
different
bought
types
them?
of oils. I haven't bought them myself, but I received some as a
Okay,
gift.
because I was worried.
Nice. No, I've never actually.
I'm like they look like.
But I've received some.
They look like Kool-Aid in the jar.
Or the little the ones in the little roll-on tubes.
Yeah, and I seen Gotham, and that one time he was passing out the same kind of vows, and it was turning people into like Bane and killing people. I was like, nah, I seen Gotham. You ain't getting me, fam.
And the names on them, like they be so creative and cool. Like I didn't buy it, but I picked it out because the name of the fragrance was called "Eat Me" or something like that. And it smelled so good.
So what made you pick it? Was it the?
It was the name.
It was the name.
And then I smelled it, so that topped it off. It smelled so good. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. And so every time, and I ran out of it, but it's like I was like, I'm not gonna go and buy it, but
yeah, it's gotta be somewhere.
Somebody wanna buy it. But every time I put it on, people be like, "Oh, you smell good."
Her wish list is gonna be in the bio. You find it. The fragrance, not the we's not sending human beings in mail for.
That's too funny.
I'm trying to get baby sharks out here.
But like different body sprays or perfumes, of course I'll buy. But like I've never really actually bought the oils that they sell.
Cause man, like they gonna put some oil on me. I'm like, this is LSD. I'm going on a trip.
Yeah, it's nice though. I like the roll-on tubes though. I like them.
Man,
they smell good. Some of them are a little bit too overpowering, but they got some smell good.
They it always made me think about people like talk about doing spells. I'm like, y'all forget how much language is a spell. And I'm like, when you said that, I'm like,
Yeah. Language is a spell. That's why I try to
So if y'all witches really want to be good witches, y'all need to get into y'all literature.
Definitely.
I do a lot of audiobooks, and it takes me to a whole different place. So if you're really trying to take it from...
now you're giving me...
Right, like... Because, I mean, when you do a spell, you're trying to, especially a spell on a person, you're trying to convince them to do something else. And that's persuasion, manipulation, all done by language. Some verbal, some visual. Mm-hmm. I want to do a whole little series on that, to where, like, people... I don't know, like, I might just be ignorant to the whole process of things, but, they got the whole... Have you seen the... 48, not 48 Laws of Power, the Art of Seduction? Have you read that book?
Yes, I've read some of it, but I need to read all of it, because
that's a book on spells.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I need to read that. Yeah, you just got me. And I've listened. You know what? I haven't read it, but I've heard the audio book,
yeah,
as well as the 48 Laws of Power. I was midway through that, but I actually want to go back, like, listen to it all over again. Like,
that audio book.
We started.
Yeah, because it just, like, you can just, like, kind of...
It's a lot to take in.
Yeah.
But it really had me sitting up there, because I used to listen to it on car rides, like, on the way to work.
Which one?
The 48 Laws of Power. Okay. And it really had me in my mind. I mean, yeah, my thoughts in my mind, like, wow, this is really life. Like, we on a battlefield.
You're on a battlefield.
We on a mental battlefield as well as physical. So, I mean, it's very good, very educational.
Yeah, and that's like, if you really want to, like, break out of that, like, 9-to-5 blockade, you just gotta... Mm-hmm. Robert Greene's a really good writer. He
even teach you how to interact with people at 9-to-5s, like,
right,
work, like, just life in general. Like, it's just it's something that you gonna want to listen to over and over, like, because it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I had to rewind certain parts, like, hold on, like, and I'm like, I felt like he was talking to me.
And he has, like, historical, I guess it's our plug. Maybe we should have had it sponsored.
Right.
Like, I finished that one, and I'm like probably at the end of 48 Laws of Power, because I was in the process of working through a certain seductive process with somebody, and I was like, okay, when I get to a certain point, I'm gonna come back to it and then, like, something happened, like, I got her, fuck. Well, I'm gonna go back just for fun then, and then check it out, and it showed me that the type of seducer I am is, like, more of a coquette. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you remember that one. For the people who haven't read it, it's like, we're kind of distant. They say we're narcissists, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I am.
Yeah, they say everyone has a bit of narcissism in them, but the whole thing is, if you're showing, like, really strong signs, or you're overly, that's the thing that people need to watch out for, because, like, you like dangerous thing. Yeah. Like, and the worst is the covert. Like, that's, like, the worst of the worst.
There's a lot of psychopaths there.
Yes, and that's another thing. Like, while listening to that book, it really just made me kind of paranoid.
Yeah.
I'm looking around like, wait a minute, this is why certain stuff happened to me, and I was just like, wow, it's just, I like it because it really gets you to thinking, like,
right.
It really is, like, I read in the comments, somebody said everybody should not read this book, because everybody don't read.
Yeah, because it's a war.
Yeah, definitely. But it's a really good listen.
Yeah, definitely. But we might wrap this up right here. Thank you again, Lanie, for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
And we will catch you all again.